Okay, let's be real. We're all searching for it, aren't we? That one killer investment, the one with the ultimate ROI. The question is always, where's the best place to put your money to really make it grow?
So a lot of people, they immediately think stocks, right? Chasing the next big thing in tech, or maybe playing it safe with some solid blue chips. That's kind of the classic playbook.
Then you've got the others who are all in on the wild ride of crypto. They're hoping to catch that one coin that just skyrockets and totally rewrites their financial future.
And of course, there's always the dream of starting your own business, building something from the ground up. So yeah, stocks, crypto, a new venture, that's what everyone's talking about.
But hang on a second. What if we're all looking in the completely wrong places? What if the single greatest investment you could ever possibly make isn't something you can buy or trade at all? And this really cuts to the core of the issue. We get so laser-focused on all the external stuff, the markets, the assets, those little numbers blinking on a screen, but we completely forget that any real, lasting growth, it all starts internally. It starts with you. Look, here's the honest-to-goodness truth. Your income just doesn't grow until you do. It's impossible. You can't expect bigger and better opportunities to just show up if your own skills and abilities are staying exactly the same. It's as simple as that.
This brings us to what is maybe the most powerful idea in creating any kind of wealth. The ultimate leverage you have isn't found in a stock or a token. It's in your own personal development.
We've all heard about financial compounding, right? Where your money starts making more money all by itself. Well, there's a version that's way, way more powerful. Personal compounding. See, every skill you learn, every book you read, every disciplined habit you forge, it doesn't just add to you, it multiplies you. You literally become exponentially more valuable over time.
So, what are these assets we're talking about building? Well, first off, you gain skills. And these aren't just bullet points on a resume, okay? These are the actual tools you can use for the rest of your life to create value and solve real problems.
Next, you build knowledge. And again, this isn't about memorizing trivia. It's about deeply understanding the game you're playing, whatever that is. That understanding gives you the clarity to spot opportunities that are basically invisible to everybody else. And finally, and this might be the most important one of all, you build discipline. This is the engine that drives everything else. It's the ability to just show up and do the work day in and day out, especially when you don't feel like it. And here's the best part. Unlike a stock portfolio, these three things, skills, knowledge, and discipline, can never, ever be taken away from you.
And here is the absolute game changer. With money, all you can do is multiply your dollars. But when you invest in yourself, you multiply the person who earns the dollars. You multiply your own value, your earning power, your impact on the world.
Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine two people starting from the exact same spot. Let's call them Investor A and Investor B. Now, Investor A funnels every single spare dollar they have straight into the market, but Investor B does something different. They take a chunk of their resources and invest it right back into themselves, into learning, growing, and building new skills.
Now, let's fast forward a couple of years. Investor A's growth is totally chained to the ups and downs of the market. They're just along for the ride. But Investor B, well, they've personally compounded. They're a better thinker, a more skilled operator, a sharper decision maker, and because of that, bigger and better opportunities just start flowing to them. Their potential for growth is now limitless.
Because it was never just about having more money. The real asset, the engine that creates all the other returns, was the person they built themselves into.
So, okay, how do you actually do this? It's pretty simple. Think of it like a three-step growth engine. Step 1, learn daily. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Step 2, build high-value skills, things that people will always need. And step 3, the most important part, apply it. You have to take what you learn and put it into action, because knowledge without action is totally useless.
So as we're wrapping up here, I really want us to rethink what the word investment even means. We're all conditioned to think it's something external, right? Something you go out and buy.
But the truly powerful investments aren't bought, they are built. Brick by brick, habit by habit, right inside of you. It's this active, daily process of becoming more.
And this is exactly why it's so critical, because external stuff is fragile. Markets can and will crash. Money can be lost in an instant. But who you become, your skills, your knowledge, your character, that is permanent wealth. It's untouchable. It stays with you forever.
So the next time you're thinking about getting the best possible return,
Before you go chasing the next hot trend, just remember to first invest in the one and only asset that is 100% guaranteed to pay dividends for the rest of your life.
Yourself.